Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on GIMP, and in this video we are going to see how to scale layers. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course GIMP is available. If you want to learn GIMP starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models section of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a reference course to perfectly master GIMPs step by step. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can learn software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software, and in the second link on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. So we are going to see how we can scale layers. So it means when you copy and paste selections, how you can scale these layers and place these layers. First things, I will create for this a montage. I have this image and I have this image. So on this image, I will create the selections, and for this I will select the rectangle tools. And with the rectangle tools, I will create a rectangle starting around here to define the ocean, just like this. I can then adjust a little bit my rectangle. I can zoom in to be on this line. So after to do this work, to copy and paste a selection, you can go on edit and copy or shortcut Ctrl+C, and you can go on your image where you want to pass and edit and paste or Ctrl+V. And automatically when you paste, as you can see, a new layers appears on this area. But these layers, you need to change the position and you need generally to scale. So how to process? You have this tool, this is the scale tools. You can use the move tools. The problem of the move tools is when you use the move tools, you can only move your elements. So you can only move, but you cannot scale. And so this is a problem. With these tools, with the scale tools, you can move and at the same time you can scale. And it can be applied on a layer, selection or pass. In this case, it will be a layers. When I click here on the scale tools, just like this, you can see the parameters on this area, the directions. So you can transform a layers, a selections, a pass, or an image. So in this case, we will focus with the layers. And as you can see, you can decrease the size just like this, and you can dragging and moving with the center point. And this is how you will be able to work. So you can move with the center point just like this, and you can scale. By default, you have the proportion adjusted. You are satisfied, you just click on scale. You want to bring the proportion, we don't use this too much, but you can go left click. Here you can deactivate the proportion. And in this case, if I take, for example, these handles, as you can see, I can adjust without the proportion and I can break the proportion just like this. If you want, you can reset at any moment and recuperate here. I can reactivate the proportion and now I can scale, keeping the proportion as well. And I will place this rectangle around here, activate scale, and if I want at any moment, I can adjust just like this. So it's more convenient to use this tool when you copy and paste a layer for a simple reason that you can scale and you can move at the same time. With the move tools, you can only move an element, just like this. The second example, we will have this image. I would like to place on this area a sky, and I will take a part of the sky here. I will select one more time the rectangle tools. I will create a rectangle on this area, just like this. And then I will copy and paste. I will go on edit, I will copy the selection, automatically will adjust my selection here. And I will go on this area, edit and paste the selections. Then it is same. If you just use the move tools, as you can see, it's not going to fit, for example. So what I will use this tool, the scale tools. And with the scale tool, with the center point, you can dragging and moving, as you can see. And if you select a corner point or any point and you keep the proportion activated, you can scale proportionally your layers. By default, it is proportional because most of the time we don't break the proportion of an image, but it's possible to break the proportion. And thanks to that, I can just place my element just here. I can activate with scale and I can put this second layer. And as you can see, we'll obtain this render. So first, when you want to copy and paste, this is a process that you need to do. You have, for example, an image, blank image, or with a white background, something like this, or a transparent image. You can copy and paste your selection using this process. You can also double click and edit the name of my layers. Here I can type ocean, for example. Here I can type just road and I can rename the layer here. If you just want to move the layer, you can click here and you can only move the layers after. So here it's only to move the layers. But if you need to scale the layers and to move at the same time, you will use the scale tools. Here you have two directions, normal, corrective. Honestly, don't use really the corrective. It's something different. We work at the opposite process, and the most of the time we don't use corrective. So most of the time we'll focus on normals. You can also enter dimension here. You can also scale from this. Here we keep the proportion, so you can click on plus. And if you want to break the proportion, you can, but as I explained before, the most of the time you will have to keep the proportion. So center point you can dragging and moving, and the different corner point you can scale depending if the proportion is activated or non-activated. And thanks to that, I can create this simple montage. So as you can see, it's a convenient way to process. After you can adjust if you need to put this on the back, I can put this on the back, or I can put this, for example, in the foreground, depending of the render that I want to have. So I can change the position of the layers just on this area. So that's it. We're going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description, the complete course GIMP is available. So if you want to learn GIMP starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see model session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a reference course with a lot of hours of training content to perfectly master GIMP. We see in detail the different tools. The different tools are explained. We work with the selection, we work with the parameter of the image, how to master the layers, how to master the layer mask as well, how you can use the different photo adjustment, and so much more in the first link on the description. In the second link on the description, see the website in with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And it's the second link on the description. It is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.